It's about to rain, man. But it still looks nice. Right now, I'm not saying it's about to rain. But have you ever been like, whoop, whoop, yeah, yeah, why you all in my ear talking a whole bunch of that I ain't trying to hear? What's happening, y'all? Yeah, this rain's not gonna subside anytime soon. But if I go way over there, doesn't really matter. It'll probably go away fast. We're hoping. I spy with my little eye. Yeah, that's what I thought. Don't even say hi, just what you doing? Writing everything down. Oh no. Oh no. No. Broke my glasses. I'm not gonna throw them away. I gotta glue these up too. Yeah, it's raining. Still looks nice though. There's a lot of people here. Come on in, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You already know. Love your soul, not your role. I'm me, Cosmic in the house. Yeah, yeah. Hi, Jane from England. Whoa. Warona. Mazzellone. You from Italia? Italiana. Or Italiano. So Elizabeth is not your real name. Your name is Jane from England. Well, hello there, Jane. How are you today? Come in, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Right now, I'm just doing an afternoon chop up. I got out of work early. Get to come to my local beach like I do all day, every day, whenever I can, how I can, when I can, what time I can. You know what it is. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You bird. I'm in the morning, 7:15, reading a good book. Today we just finished reading some chapters from Exodus. Yeah, it was quite as confusing as Genesis, but people try to break that stuff down. You know, I don't think that those books, they're in the book. It's probably not more needed. Well, I think the book of Enoch is more needed than those books, because they're talking about generations, so and so bore this, so and so. They ain't got nothing to do with us. I don't know those people. They ain't never said that to my country. I don't have a long list of chiefs and warriors and doctors listed in a book that I can relate to. Do you? Kater. How do you say that? Katere. Did I say that right? No, probably not. I'm saying it in Spanglish. Katere. Sounds like a warrior name. General Katere. We are being invaded by the whatchamacallits. What's happening, y'all? I'm just being facetious. They say 2 fingers is for pieces. I disagree, sis. Yep, got some, what kind of letters are those? Those Arabic. Do I read that from right to left? Okay, let me see. Lord Omar. I don't know what that says. It's English, man. I'm in the United States, so if you want to make a comment, please translate it with Google Translator. Or YouTube translator, you bird. Thank you for the like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We over here at the Triple C Lakeside Beach. People is here even if it rains. They love it. It's a beautiful place. Got a lot of babies in the water. The water's chopping up a little bit. What's good, family land? What's popping? LJT fishing. You better be fishing right now if that's part of your moniker, bro. I'm just saying, be true to thyself. Trying to take this. All right, here we go. What up? Come on through. We at the beaches in Florida. You want to come down to, saying come down to Florida, where you can jet ski every day. You might get electrocuted, so watch out for the hurricanes. Come down to Florida. We also have typhoons. We have good Mexican food. And no baboons. Come on down. You already know. Love you so natural. This is Love Me Cosmic in the ass. Wake up, wake up. So today we did Exodus. Like I said, we read Exodus. We're just going to read the Bible. We're going to get what we can get from it. Whatever we can't get, we're just going to put it down. All we need to know that Father God, Jesus Christ, loves you individually. You got to look for him and he will look for thee. He will strengthen thee in your weakest times. Because think about it, who you look for when you hurting. And they ain't all your family who loves you, all your friends who loves you, everybody, you call everybody. They don't even call you. You got to, I mean, it's your time of situation, right? So you call them. But they don't ever call you on a day by day, right? And especially then, just say that day you in turmoil that they happen to call you. They ain't going to help you. They're not going to help you. Father God will be there for you. He was there for me. He's been there for me all my life. All my life, and I kid you not. All my turmoils, all my tribulations, everything that I've been in, all of the trouble, you know, the abuse that people did on me, that I did on them, trying to defend myself. But I don't got to do that no more. I don't got to defend myself no more. I'm done doing that. Now it's time to move on. Move on. Come on and like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You bird. Love your soul, natural. You already know. I got playlists. I tried to make a playlist today. Butterama. Butterama. You don't my name? You know, I'm not. I think I understand what you're saying, but I really don't. So, if you can rephrase that, I'm too dumb to understand that high level of a language. So please bring it down a little bit. Please. Thank you. I appreciate it. And if not, we could just skip that question altogether. You okay with that? I'm all right with that. Yeah, Latinos. They all got microphones in their throats. Me too. They just can't seem to talk. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I know I'm from that. I'm a Puerto Rican. Hablamos duro. We talk real loud. We love screaming. That's, I guess, why we got the best singers in the world. Because we love to be hoid. Today's Majestic Monday. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, am I right? Usually right now I'm working. So that's why I'm outside. I'm having fun right now. Get back to the basics of tomorrow. So I won't be coming up. Early this afternoon. Because I have to be working, massa. What is up? Y'all sleeping. I know a lot of you guys that join this channel are in different countries and different times of day. So if you're sleeping, you know, go back to sleep. Put on the blue light. Put on some ambient sounds. You know, shake your leg until you can't shake it no more. Or whatever it is that you do. You gotta be. Somebody wants me to pronounce their name really badly. Can you pronounce my name? How's that? But how do you say your last name? Marcelioni? No? Marcelioni, that's what I said. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Again, this is my personal time. I'm just chopping up. I'm at the local beach. I come here as much as I please, even when it's raining. Do you know what up means? It doesn't mean what you think, what you're trying to interpret. Let's break it up into syllables. Washington, Roanoke, Nova Scotia. Come on in, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Wake up, wake up. You already know I'm the confident in the house. Love your soul, not your role. You know how we get down. Coming in the morning, let's do the morning surrender prayer. Read the scriptures, read the Bible, get some wisdom. Get something to help us to come back at one. To help us escape as a whole from the matrix of fun and murder and drugs and all that undisciplined actions. Ask Jesus Christ for some discernment on what you see, what you hear, who you conversate with, who's around you, what's their intention, how is that going to end up. Not that you really need to know, because you will find out, but how are you to live peacefully, gracefully, with no drama. No drama. No, I don't have no drama. I used to have tons of drama. You know why? Because I used to want to please other people all the time. I thought that made me who I was. It didn't. I don't please people no more. I don't care, really. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm doing this because Father God asked me to. I could be playing video games right now. I could be up in my video game channel. But I chose not to. I didn't choose not to do that. Father God was like, hey, he put me in the pit because I got bit by a viper. I would have rather get shot by a sniper. I thought I loved her. I didn't even really like her. She was like a swiper, no swiping, but she swept. But I'm alive and she's in the bed asleep because she slept. Hey, yo. What's going on? What's going on? Ooh, man, it's nice. So that was a little drizzle. Go for a walk. I broke my glasses. Let me give you a walk around. I really don't want to walk too far because it's like in between rain and thunder and sun. Come on in, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You saw my redness? What were you talking about? My red face? Or it's like a, I don't know, it's a wine-colored shirt. Burgundy, something like that. Yeah, that's not my music. T-shirt, man. Yeah, I got all kinds of T-shirts. You got all kinds of T-shirts, man. I love T-shirts. People buy me T-shirts, and I don't like T-shirts with emblems and pockets. Although I do have one T-shirt that had a pocket because the color of the T-shirt, I couldn't find it without the pocket. So I had to get that one. Yeah, I know you're talking about the T-shirt, man. It was the JK, bro. I'm gonna go to the pavilion. Oh, we got some ballers, got some basketball players. This guy has the perfect house. Over there, balcony looking over here. Hanging out. Nope. And if I'm is, if I'm is, to be by myself. You.
Ready? Now, so go.
No, I don't do that, man. I don't do them at all. I take my time. This weekend I'm going out. Yeah. I don't know, I'm gonna pick and choose. There's very little places to go out here. It's like just downtown Claremont. But they got places like on the highways. Thinking about maybe go play some pool. Maybe some bowling. I don't know. Clayton Costa. What's up, Clayton? ¿Qué la que hay? Dímelo, caballo. So one of those, I'll be doing something. I'm not gonna get a jet ski. Them things are expensive. You're talking about $95 for a half an hour. And you know, I mean I can do it, but I'm not in them plans right now. You feel me? Thank you for the like. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll get you well. Get you a shout out on the World Wide Web. That's how you say World Wide Web in German. The World Wide Web. That's a joke. That's a JK, man. Or there's something that I've been wanting to do. It's probably triple the price right now. But last time I went to the air tube. So basically what it is that it's in downtown Orlando on International, if I'm not mistaken. It's a tube. You go and they show you how to sky maneuver You're not skydiving. They just put you in a tube. The fan pulls you up. The other one keeps you equilibrium. And then as you advance, they take you higher, let you go. You do trixies. So I might do that because last time I went to go do it, I fell short because the night prior, I got drunk. Let's just say it like that, right? I got drunk and I had purchased the tickets online already. But by the time I got there, man, I was exhausted. I was sweating bullets. I had a massive attitude. So I was like, yeah, you know what? You guys aren't serving me. I blamed it on them and I left. I paid $75. Lost the $75. But I would like to go there. Totally forgot about that. Maybe that. There's also like I don't know what you call that when you're sailing, when they're pulling you on a speedboat and you're holding onto the speedboat. What is that called? Maybe that they have that, but like a machine where you go and you hold the machine and the machine pulls you across the lake. That's pretty nice. So I don't know. I'll see. Maybe I'll stay local. Maybe I will spend the $95 for half an hour. But I gotta get yeah, maybe I'll just do that. And I'll have the guy like take a video of me. Probably gonna charge me more, which ain't no problem, You got a service to give, and you're gonna charge people. Then that's why you got a business. So I might do that. That's local. I might do some jet skiing, and definitely some eating. Dude, I'm excited the fact that I'm out here on a work day. Usually I'm working. Usually I'm working until 7. But today I just worked till 1. I got to eat some food. Did some cool stuff. Here we are in the shade. Like, share, subscribe. So over there's the beach. That's where I just came from. You can see the clouds coming like they normally do at this time of year. Breezy. You can hear the wind. It's really nice and relaxing. I'm going to be quiet just for a minute. Ready? Only noise you hear are the crazy New Yorkers and Bostonians. Because when they come down here, they get loud. They love it. Because when they go back, they're going to go back to misery. Because Boston and New York and Chicago and Philly, that's all Gotham City. Yeah. They're not going to admit it because they're from up there. I'm from up there too. But believe me, man, that place is... Especially now, wild, jits doing whatever they want. Parents, I don't know what the parents are. Just probably the same with our kids, with Gen X kids. That's what they call us. We're too busy trying to fight the system. And the system was too busy trying to kill us. We still alive. We look, Norbert, he alive. Norbert, he live. So we're alive, and they're still trying to get us. For some weird reason, man, they still trying to get us. But they getting the Gen X more than they getting. I mean, what they call you guys? Gen Z? The last generation? Come on. You ever see that movie with the Z's in it? They talking about y'all. They're talking about Generation Z. When you see all those, Zombie Z, Zombie Nation Z, all that stuff, they talking about y'all. They calling, and y'all don't even see it. They never said, I didn't know I was Generation X until listen, no word of a lie. I didn't even know we were a generation. We were just running around trying to survive, trying to stay away from the police. But even though they came and got you, they came and looked for you anyway. They were troublemakers. Police were never our friends, especially up there. North, most of the police were Irish. They were extremely racist. And I mean racist because they systematically break you down, because you can't be a racist if you can't hold the whole people down. But that's what they did up in Boston, and with the Italians, and with the black people, especially the black people. Black people are more racist over there than white people. Can you figure that out? Figure that one out. Yeah, figure that one out. I ran into some racist black people. I'm like, what in the... It don't make no sense, but it does make sense now, right? They used to say, all y'all Puerto Ricans coming over here, just like they saying to the Mexicans. Y'all coming over here. You ain't doing nothing. You hanging on a block selling dope to you, and it's facts. I'm not talking anything. I'm not talking trash. You know, we worked. Puerto Rican people worked. You see us working. You know, we did our thing on the side, right? Because we had to. But we worked. We had legitimate jobs. We worked for the government. You know, we had jobs. And they used to say the same thing that they're saying to the Mexicans now. But these Mexicans, you know, they're coming over here unruly. Like they own the place. Not even just Mexicans, just people from wherever they come from. You know, me personally, man, not because I'm American, but personally, how my mom taught me, man, if you in somebody else's dirt, you better make sure you wipe your feet off before you step in the dirt and after you step out of the dirt, because that's their dirt, that's their sacred land. I would never, ever go to somebody else's land and be disrespectful. Never. It's not in my blood. I don't think it's in any American's blood to do that. Honestly, like now, if you're talking about war, that's a different story. War is a different story, right? We coming to disrespect you. That's different. The intent is to disrespect you, not to go over there, you know, and say I'm visiting, and then have imagine. Listen, man, in America they say, I would rather live free or die trying. I don't see any Americans going to other countries, not that I know of. Maybe they're fleeing because of the economy, you know, they got money and they know they can make more money with the money that they had made here somewhere else. Just like people from other countries come here to get more money so they can make their country better. But why don't you stay in your country and make your country better from your country? Fleeing your country ain't gonna make your country better. Fleeing your country to another country and be like, I love my country, and you go to watch their games here in America, go my country, but you're not in your country, but your country's suffering, but you eating lovely. You eating steak, McDonald's, you know, you got all this stuff out here. You know, you don't care about your country, so don't lie to me. I've seen them, especially in Florida. I know up north, I don't know about up north, I'm not up there, so I can't say. But I seen them out here, you know, do your thing, you know, do it legitimately. Get your thing, because I know if I go to your country illegally, you're not gonna accept me. You don't even accept us when we go over there legally. But you mandating that we accept. Get out of here, man. You estás loco, tú estás loco. Como dice un dominicano, tú estás loco. So, you know, I ain't mad at that. Y'all do what y'all gotta do, but don't come in here being unruly. Don't come over here thinking that you can bring your gang member laws and try to. That's not gonna happen. The citizens ain't gonna let it happen. Never mind the police. The police is letting it happen. The government letting it happen. But don't come into my neighborhood thinking that you're gonna bring all that mafia stuff and all. That's not. You're not gonna have a good time, my friend. You're not gonna have a good time, because that ain't gonna fly. All that stuff you do in the borders, you know, now you can't even do that. Stay home. Make your country better. Don't come over here ruining my country. It's already ruined. Y'all just coming over here making us pay more money for you. So you can live for free in the hotels. So you can have free food that we don't ever get. I've never gone in a hotel for free. I've never gotten free food, free room and board. Never. And I'll be damned if I have to go to another country and the country's not going to do it. Give me room and board as a refugee? Like I said, man, I don't know if it was in my blood, if it was, you know, indoctrinated in my, but I would rather live free or die trying. You feel me? You ain't gonna catch me running. Kill me. You trying to take my land? You're gonna have to kill me. I'd rather be dead. I ain't going to a foreign land begging. I'm gonna go over there to work, just like it used to be. People used to come over here to work 6 months to get a visa. Boom, they make buku cash. They work all day. Hey, I'm with that. Do your thing, man. Send your money, family. Buy a mansion in your island. I'm with that. But don't be coming over here with that gang nonsense, man. That's not gonna fly. Don't come to Polk County. I can tell you that much. Do not come to Polk County, Florida, acting, like they will kill you. The police, they let the citizens know. If they pull out a gun on you and you feel threatened, shoot them down. Shoot them till you run out of bullets. That's what they're telling people. Because y'all trying to bring that gangster mentality over here, and you got people that been living here all their life, that were born here, and you got property and children and communities, and y'all think you're gonna come over here with the stuff that you're doing up north. Don't come down south doing that. I'm telling you right now, nobody's gonna stand for it. Nobody's gonna accept it. It's not cute. You will be pointed out. They will either call the police on you or they'll deal with you right then and there. But that's the sour topic. I don't watch the news. The only reason I got, I was subject to that because I've seen it myself. I've gone to certain places and I've seen people not from here be rude to me, not just because I'm in my house. I don't run around being rude to people because they want to be Brody. They were either drinking liquor because when they get that liquor in them, forget about it. And then I was subjected to that. And listen, I was ready. I'd take all of y'all, no joke, right? Because that's just, we the brave-hearted. That's how we are. You're going to have to beat us down. You're not going to kidnap us and torture us. That ain't going to happen. I've seen videos. I've seen some horrible videos of some dude getting skinned alive, right? Because he let them catch him. Nah, you killing me, bro. You ain't, no. You killing me, I'm killing you. But I'm not going to give up the moment that you pull a gun on me and you got me in the corner. I'm going to act like I got something so that you could continue to shoot me in the head. You're not taking me and torturing me. I'm dying right there. I'm going to let y'all know that right now. Right now. No fear. None. But respect due to all men. To all men on the planet. But since you're human, then you don't know what it is to actually be a child of God. You're a subject of the devil, of the evil one. Right? He doesn't exist. Well, look at what you're doing. Tell me if he don't exist. Try to stop doing what you're doing to serve him and see how he snatches you up, scares the life out of you, makes you suffer even more because you trying to switch over to God, or you trying to switch up on gang now? Yeah. Go ahead, try it. That's why a lot of you're too afraid, because you've been in that realm so long, it's overtaking every part of you, subjugating you to disrespect the maker. And the maker's not having that. He coming back, y'all. I'm gonna be right up front. I'm gonna be on the front lines with my spear. I want a spear, or maybe 2 chains, like Kratos. Yeah, clapping on cats. You feel me? But don't do it. The world's not gonna get better because you moved to another. You're still gonna be the same person. If they looking for you, they still gonna be looking for you. You claim an asylum and you lying. And they let you do that. Y'all don't let us do that. Y'all don't let us claim asylum to your country. Wonder why? Riddle me that. Because we're not going to claim asylum. The United States is either going to put us in prison or kill us. But you're not running, and then they're going to come get us, depending on the crime that was committed. But you matter of fact, the DEA runs all your countries, especially the countries that are supposedly selling drugs. Your kingpin is the DEA. We all know that. Because who y'all afraid of? Who those big cartel members and all those guys afraid of? The DEA. You know why? Because the DEA is the Drug Enforcement Agency. Gangsta, gully. TMI, Pixel YT. You don't got to worry about telling me what you was doing. I'm just lamping. We good. Come in when you come in. Feel it when you feel it. And nothing can save you. For this is the season of catching the vapors. Oh man, I'm off early. I'm super energy. I'm going over here to walk for a while. And then I'm going to night because tomorrow I have to work. You went to the beach today. Yay, clap. That's what's happening. I'm over here. You already know. It's getting gloomy. I was already over there. I'm about to leave because I'm not trying to get caught up in the rain, because then you get sick. Good for you. I'll check them out. Good for you. You feeling it, right? That's good. God bless you. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For you are the wisdom, the power, and the glory forever. So, anyway, don't watch the news because they're just lying to you. They're just creating fear, separation, desperation, everything that they want to control how you deal with your daily life. People wake up watching the news. I can't do listen, I don't watch the news at all. At all. If I give my information, either it's going to be on YouTube, and you already know all the commercials, all the people that you see on YouTube shorts, those are all AI. Look at the throat area, the chin area, even the mouth. Because the first thing that you're taught when you speak to someone, well, what we were taught, is to look at them in the eyes, right? So while you're looking in the eyes, you got the AI manipulating you with words that it's not even coming out that person's mouth. Look at all the shorts, all the promotional marketing, the political. Look at the mouth and the neck, please, and the nape of the neck. Well, that's in the back. Well, in top of the chest, right where the larynx is, or the Adam's apple. Look at it, and then those videos that automatically stop in the middle of it, and then they switch over. You understand? Though that is all AI. And it's nothing but negativity. So change your algorithm so that you can get positive information. But even that positive information is not real now. You guys are being played because all you guys do is you're on the internet all day, every day. I am too, but I'm not listening to stuff coming in. I'm playing video games, which I did last night, by the way. Pixel YT. I played Ragnarok. Right now, I'm at the pinnacle of beating the God of the All-Father, which is Odin. Oh my gosh, I played them like 4 times last night. It was really late. And honestly, why I'm rushing home is to play the video game because I washed my clothes while I was working. I worked until 1. It was a pretty fast day, not too difficult. But yeah, so I'm doing that. yeah. So listen to me, humanity. You must stop being human. You must ignore the news. You must become man again, connected to the Almighty. You got to do that again. You now they're doing transhumanism. It's coming. You talk about iRobot? Listen to me. It's coming. They do experiments with the military first, and then they bring it to your doorstep. Look, Lulu, man. That's coming. I'm out of here. Taking a long walk. Back to the car, because look, see the difference? Oh, that's so pretty, beautiful. And then you just go, mira, viene la tormenta. So you're not human. Don't think that you're human. The Bible has definite trickery in it. Absolutely. I've read it. We've been reading it. We've been reading. It's finding some contradictory because the Bible is used as a weapon against humans. Because if you're a man, you're going to see it. If you're clear of mind, if you haven't taken, any heavy vaccines to make you live longer, right? Those vaccines are not to make you live. None of them are. They're made. Oh no. Ah. I think I'm gonna have to go to the pavilion. I might make it. I might make it. Yes, it's raining. So anyway, I had cancer, guys. I did do chemotherapy for many years. I didn't do certain things that they wanted me to because I read the effects. I didn't go to WebMD because that's a bad website for you to get some medical advice. Don't go to WebMD. It's just going to turn you into a hypochondriac. I did read information. I loaded up my information. At that point, Doctor, what's his name? But I was reading way before. Like I was following Dr. Ali Mel Bay. I used to watch Panic. They from up north. They readers of books, breaking down, information, how it should be. Look at that. You hear it? Yeah, I'm going to go to the pavilion. I don't think I'm going to make it. Yucky. Oh, man, I got a towel in my car, too. I was going to bring it. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's right there, though. So there's a pavilion that you can see. I'm soaked. But I got some little hand towels that I can use. And I'm already sick. Look, that was from there to here, soaked. Boy, I think I brought some towels. Oh. Hear it? Eat what your little heart desires. Eat whatever you need. Whatever you got. You don't know what to eat. Oh, I don't know what to eat. Eat whatever you got. I mean, unless you're trying to change your diet. And if that's the case, eat whatever you got. Just don't eat after 8 o'clock. That's the best I can say. Don't eat after. Try not to eat after 6. Because if you do, then your body's going to continue to digest. And your body's going to overheat. And then you're going to wake up the next day tired. And then your body's going to follow the routine of always needing to eat late. And that's going to be bad for you. And you're going to get you're going to get sick a lot. So you don't want that. You just don't want to get sick. Eat something. Eat whatever you want. Yeah, look. It just started. Remember, we saw it coming from over there. That's where my car is. Just a little over on the other side over there. Yep, I'm totally wet. Can you see me? Yeah. And I just saw it coming. I just didn't want to leave. But I was about to. I was saying, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. But I didn't. Yeah, you shouldn't. Your body's gonna overheat, and you're gonna wake up tomorrow feeling sluggish. You're not gonna get enough sleep because your body didn't rest. Your body was digesting it, and then if you eat a lot, and depending what you eat, yeah. So your body's a machine, and you need to become a mechanic. Yeah. If you're trying to love your soul, not your role, you gotta become your own doctor. Of course, there's gonna be times where you can't really. You just got to listen to your body. It's going to tell you, oh, this hurts. And then look it up online. You got a whole library of stuff that hurts and how to deal with it. Dr. Sebi, that's what I was going to say. But a lot of that stuff I already knew. A lot of that stuff I was already looking into because I was sick. I had cancer. So I was looking for, a long-term solution, not just medications to burn it away. They almost killed me. But I didn't let that happen. I refuse to lose to the system. I refuse to losing to the system. You will not get me. Man, listen. So it's almost, I'm just soaking wet, see? You see that? And that was like in a matter of seconds. So I'm not trying to get more sick than I already am. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. God is the wisdom, the power, and glory forever. Amen. Well, at least I got my swimming trunks on. They still out there in the jet skis. I think I would be too. So I decided that after I finished the entire Bible, I tried to make some playlists yesterday. Problem was I didn't label. I didn't put the description of the scripture in the title. So I'm just finding all kind of stuff, but I don't really know which one it exactly is, right? So all right, take care. So I'm gonna get the Book of Enoch. I'm gonna read that, and then I'm gonna get the Sefer. Depends on which is hitting me first. There's this guy that I love his research. He made 2 books. I'm gonna get those. One other book that's important for me to get is the Encyclopedia of Symbolism. That's gonna be very helpful. Today I saw the symbol of ChatGPT. So, okay. So without someone saying this is what this symbol means, because they're suggesting, right? Suggestions, it's magic, right? Somebody whispers in your ear something, and then that's the first thing. But how do you get away from that? Like, how do you clarify your mind so that their suggestion doesn't command your perspective? Stay away from information that's false. Stay away from information that's made to make you cry and angry and upset. The news, basically. Don't read books about crap. You know, love stories, demon books. Don't read that crap. Find out where you are. Find out where you are in those 2 areas, right? And then you got the World Wide Web. There's nothing that you can't find. There's a lot of false information, of course, but there are people that you'll find in a category. You know, say you want to learn blah, 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 right? You find a category, and then you start finding people that study that may not be professors, that may not be, you know, because those are less people that you don't want to hear those people. Those people are indoctrinated to indoctrinate you. You feel me? So once you get something that you like to read, whatever, it could be a trade, you know, it could be about psychology, it could be about anything, but if something interests you to the point where you love reading about it, start getting those books. So I've been reading about esotericism for a long time. First book I read completely was A Pale White Horse. If you've never read that book, and then the second one was the Tavistock Institute, that I had a copy. I let somebody. I'm not lending nobody my books no more. So I read The History of Hell. You know, I read, you know, a couple of other books, right, that led me on to a rabbit hole. And then that rabbit hole would do 2 things. It'll make you crazy. Or you'll commit suicide because you want to see the right thing done. Or something will happen to you because you know that the world is going in the wrong way. You now know, and you can't unknow that stuff. You can't. So now you want to save everybody. You can't save everybody. That's not your job. Your job is to save yourself. That's just the way it is. Your job is to save yourself. So yeah, those are the books that I'm getting soon. Probably a lot sooner because, you know, there are books that they don't even allow in the United States. Yeah, country of the free. Yeah, books that aren't allowed. Hundreds of books. There's a website, books not allowed in the United States. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying those are all the books you want to read just because they're not allowed. Maybe they're allowed. They're not allowed for some reason, you know. 'Cause, you know, they don't want to poison your mind with other poison. They want to poison your mind with their poison. So yeah, those are some books that I'm interested in getting. And I may start with the Book of Enoch. I know that I had a Bible, a big one. It was like this big. It was big, like thickness. It was thick, and it had a leather cover. The cover was leather all the way around. It was my grandmother's. My grandmother gave me that. I don't know what the story is, but either she gave me that book. I brought it to my pops. He took out his guts and he put it in it and burned it, or the other way around. And there was a lot of illustrations in this Bible, but it was a big Bible, like this big. Look. So imagine me, a little kid, going through that Bible. The pages were thick, they were dark, but it was a big book, and it was the Old Testament. And that's where I learned some of the things. And I believe that the Book of Enoch was in it. Because that was the book that kind of like, when I read that book, I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get that book. The Sefer, definitely need getting that. That's expensive, but hey. Understanding has no price. Pursuance of self-reliance has no price. So, yeah, I'm gonna get that. There was one book, oh my gosh, that this gentleman had. I hope I can get in contact with him. It was in Spanish. This book was, I can't even begin to describe it, but it had all types of information about mysteries, Celtic, Spaniard, Moor, Catholic, Byzantine, like all kind of crazy information. Like, you're like, what? Yeah, the kind of information they don't want you to know. Because they got you so underneath a spell that if you, to unspell yourself, will take years of reconditioning. Listen, that is a job in itself. You will either find yourself, lose yourself, or kill yourself. Facts. And I'm not saying immediately reach for the 44 or the 45, 357 Desert Eagle. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying slowly, like you're reading because you want to read. And the more you read, the more crazy information you hear. So you drink, you smoke, you do drugs, and you will slowly kill yourself. They're banking on it. That's why some of these books are not allowed. Some of these books will drive you crazy, literally. So you gotta separate yourself from being controlled. Reset yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You do that first by going through Father God. Get the Bible. Even though a lot of it's been convoluted and destroyed to control you, you're gonna get it. Because if he sees you and he's reaching out to you and this is what you're doing, you're reading the Bible, you're finding things and messages and they're in front of you and you're realizing them, because you're not on drugs, because you're not drinking, because you're not alcohol, because you're not being distracted, because you're not being around others that want to use your energy purposefully, then you will get it. You will get it. Believe me. And once you do, then you're going to start saying, I want to learn about this. This is interesting to me. And your interpretation is going to be clear. It's not going to be convoluted with other people's suggestion. Suggestion is a science. Well, look at it this way. Nope, I'm not looking at it this way. That's your way. My way, I have my own eye. So here's another thing. Check this out. This is another way, like I want to tell you guys. Check this out, right? Everybody in the community likes to say, use your third eye. I find that hilarious. You know why? Because it's not your third eye. It's your first eye. But how can you discern that? You're not going to be able to, because you're indoctrinated to believe what these so-called people that study what you don't study and try to indoctrinate you, just like the school system. School system is the same thing. So you got these guys are, use your third, it's not your third eye. That's not your third eye. It's your first eye. These are just windows. These are just optics. These are just like binoculars. You see something, and you even see it upside down. Then your first eye interprets for you. It's not your third eye. It's not. It was there before you got these two optics. Ta-da! But again, you can figure that out on your own. Just don't be following nobody. You don't need to follow me. You don't need to follow, LeBron James or Michael Jordan. All those guys, all those sports people, all those singers. They're made literally to confuse you. To confuse you. Look at the dude, Lil Nas X. Where's he at now? Where's he at now? I got a horse in the carriage. Now I'm in jail. Why you think he's in jail? Why you think he was dressing like a girl? They all do that. All of them. All the men are dressing like, because it's called the transhumanism. Right? Then you're going to have, like I said, iRobotism. And that's what y'all all becoming. And guess how y'all all becoming that? Because y'all all took that shot. I saw a video the other day of a child that died. And then they saw something in his eyes. He's dead. You don't see anything in anybody. Just like when you think you're alive and you look in that person's eyes and you don't see anything, you don't see no life because that person is dead. So you know what they saw in his eye? Don't know. I examine videos, right? I examine videos because I know the amount of lies out there. I know. Believe me. And those lies are unfreaking believable. And you guys are going to be living in a cyber world that's good, like cyberpunk. You think that they do all of these things and you're free in your mind and you're a robot. Plain and simple. You're a biological robot. So he had a worm in his eye. A really big worm in his eye. And they saw it. It was shifting, it was shaping, it was swimming back and forth, doing whatever, right? So they were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they did. Oh my God. That's what they tell you. Oh no, I don't know what happened, no. They do all that stuff on purpose, man. You like free cattle, right? You ever see a cattle ranch and then they call them over with a bell, right? Same for you. You're basically dogs, right? You bing, 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 bing. You go here, red light, stop light, green light, go here. It's 12 o'clock, I gotta eat lunch. They got you by the Paulinis. I only eat twice a day. And sometimes I don't eat unless I have to. But everybody's playing. That's why y'all sick. Because y'all eat too much, y'all eat the wrong things. Y'all eat paper and plastic all day. You're robots. So anyway, they saw that thing in the eye, and I looked at it, and I was examining it, I was looking at it. It was real. So it was like an alien. Like, you remember, you ever see the movie Aliens? When a little baby is spit onto the body, and it becomes a parasite? That's what it looked like in the kid's eye. And the kid had taken the vaccine. Just like all of you did. Listen, I've had that sickness 4 times. All 3 of them felt different, but I knew it wasn't the flu. I knew it wasn't pneumonia. I've had that before. I've had the flu. I've had pneumonia. I've had that. I had cancer, dude. I had diabetes that they induced because the medications that they were giving me were increasing my blood sugar. So instead of letting me chill, I woke up and this lady was putting insulin in me. It made me so uncomfortable. I was in that room yelling and screaming. They called the police. The police came in and said, "You gonna arrest me?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, get out. If you're not gonna arrest me, get out." And he was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. That guy's in pain." And he asked me what happened. I said, "I don't know. I woke up. You should be arresting them because I woke up and I woke up. Listen, I was sleeping, and I was sleeping, knocked out on OxyContin. Woke up and it was this lady. I never met her. She was a nurse. Probably not. But she was injecting me with insulin. She got it off. But I felt that jammy, boy. And then when I got a picture, I think I was big. I was heavy. I was like 300 pounds. I was big. So Like not even an hour later, I had a huge bruise. I had a huge bruise on my stomach. It was huge. It was this color, and it was huge. So I told him, I said, yo, these are the people that should used to be arrested. They were performing tests on me, and the doctors were in the room watching me tremble like I was in that movie Tremors, like just trembling because of the stuff they were putting inside of my body, right? Toxin, cytoxin. It was some other toxin, Agent Orange, basically is what it is. And I'm looking at these people and I'm talking to them, straight up talking to them. They're not even looking at me. They're talking to, like I wasn't even there, like I was a mouse, like I was a mouse, you know, like experimental mouse, literally. And the more I talked to them, the more they pissed me off. I walked up to them, they act like they didn't even see me. I'm in the dude's face, he's like, and he's talking to the nurse, we'll make sure. They didn't back up, it was the weirdest thing. So I decided to, let me go straight. I decided to study. You know, I still did the chemo, which I don't think I had to do, but it was already in my system. Right? It was already in my system. Pero yo soy boricua, papá. Yo no muero. Right? We don't die like that. We don't die like that. They know it. So they tell, oh, he's Puerto Rican? Hit him off with this. The see if he... They can't do it. It can't be done. Israelites, baby. That's what we are. That's why they do it. That's why they doing what they doing since they've been doing what they've been doing to us. And we still here. We got that good blood mixed in the hood. What? So yeah. Anyway, you all are doomed. And I'm not trying to do no fear mongering, but listen, I'd rather be surviving, learning how to fish, and all that stuff is contaminated. Everything. The ocean's contaminated, the fresh water's contaminated, everything's contaminated. So you may be thinking that, oh, I'm gonna filter this water, it's gonna be good. No, they contaminated, the entire planet's contaminated. And it's not gonna, it's gonna decontaminate itself. It's gonna blow up. She's gonna blow up all her volcanoes, clean out the whole, because he said, I'm not gonna ever flood this earth, but he didn't say I'm not gonna let her do her thing. And she's gonna. They're trying to control that. And they want two things. They want to control her and they want it to erupt. So that she can do what they've been trying to do. Right? Somebody was saying about, you know, what's going on right now in another part of the world, saying, okay, they're going out there blatantly just shooting up the whole country when they could have just poisoned the food. Like they poisoned the whole world. Or so you thought. So you thought you was poisoned. I see you, bro. Paranoid, you know what I mean? So you thought you was poisoned, so you went and got a vaccine. Give them the solution, give them the problem, make the problem, and give them the solution. Yeah, that's what had happened to y'all. I already had cancer. I wasn't taking no more medication. I don't care what they was gonna do to me. I wasn't taking no. They wasn't poking me with none. My current doctor just said, "Oh, you gotta make sure you get the flu shot." I never got the flu shot. I used to get the flu shot because they made me, but as an adult, I don't get it. I get sick. I get some chicken noodle soup with some. I get some chicken noodle soup. I was a jerk. Just because you went to the hurricane, whatever. Chicken noodle soup. You know, some Boricua stuff my moms used to make. And we used to do a purgante every year, maybe every 6 months. That'll clean out all the parasites in your system. Basically, you're gonna be in the bathroom all day. And that's cleaning your system out. We were healthy kids, man. You know, the flu, we ain't never heard of somebody dying from the flu, from not even from pneumonia. Not even older folks. They just died from old age. But now, people keeling over. I got enough medical issues, believe me. But I'm not going to a doctor and have them suggest, and I say, all right, let me look into it. Well, you know, it's too late right now. You got to really do this now. Nope. When they say that, I say no even more. They got you trapped in this prison of seclusion, of illusion. Just got to think for yourself. You know, if you don't know how to do that, go to the internet, copy, paste. How do I think for myself? And then you're going to get that information from AI, which is what you are as well. Now, but that internet connection by putting a wire in your brain, they already did it. It's already done. It is done. And you're done. You're done, son. You done fell to fear. Forget everything and run. You fell into that trap. They push you there. They push you to, you know, like a cat. They push you to the corner. You try to attack. They sedated that ass. Wow. Now you need it every year. And you get older faster, you get sicker longer. Just look at it. I said look at it. even with me, like, you know, I got the chemo and all that stuff. I get sick. I get sick a lot longer than I used to, because it's all in the air. You know, all the heavy metals. I got metals in my mouth from when I was a kid. I'm about to go to the dentist now and see if I can get them removed, but that's life-threatening, because if you get them removed, you can get sick, whatever. Get something that's more pleasing to my body. All the metals that I got in your body, and you're never gonna stop having metals in your body, because they're gonna keep on feeding you metals all day, every day, 24/7. When you wake up, you see them chemtrails before mid-dawn, before the sun sets. You see chemtrails. Y'all don't see them up there in the city because y'all full of smog and dirt. Out here it's clear. You already see the skies, but you can see those chemtrails clear as day. And then all of a sudden, all these clouds come out of nowhere. That's what it is. You know, and I ain't falling into none of that. Oh, you know, they believe. I don't care what you think about what I believe. I really don't. Right? It doesn't matter to me, because what you believe, I know it's a trick, because I've been tricked too. What I believe is because I'm finding out by reading, by looking. Even those books can be fake, but you got to be in your right mind. You can't be in your logical mind. You can't be too emotional. You got to be balanced, and that's what they're trying to destroy, is your balance. You feel out of balance all the time. You're too tired. You're too wired. You're supposed to have a circadian rhythm at this time. That's not true. None of that is true. None of it. Just look at your life. How messed up it is, you trying to follow their indoctrination. Why ain't your life better then? Why does it keep on getting worse the older you get? But they're never going to cure anything. They get no money. And little do they know that, because it doesn't seem like they know, or they don't care, that you don't take none of that material stuff with you. The only thing you take is your soul. And if you let them take that, you're done. And I think the majority of you were done. I was almost done. But I'm not done. You know, I may have made some choices that, you know, you ever be like, oh man, why'd I do that? No, you didn't, because you did it because you're possessed, basically. But possessed, no. So what they show you on TV, in the movies, is possessing. You got to be a wild, nails coming out. That's not true. That is not true. You are possessed. No, I'm not. Please saying, yeah, okay. Spend some time by yourself in a room, turn off all the lights, and meditate. I bet you, Paul, you're going to see your demons. You're going to be frightened because you're possessed. You came from your mother's belly. Guess what? Was there any light in your mother's belly? I don't think so. You came out of the dark to the light, and the light was more scarier than the dark. But they reversed that. Now the dark is more scarier than the light. Wake up, wake up. You already know. Love your soul, natural. Father God, Yeshua loves you. Christ, you are the Christ. Jesus is, That's what they said his name was, but I highly doubt it. Sat down and wrote a book about it. So, love your soul, natural. You already know. I love you. I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? I could be AI too, bro. You know what I mean? No. But take care. Find good foods, whole foods. Grow your own food. I'm getting there. I'm far from it. But the stuff that I buy from the store, you know that it doesn't have a book of ingredients. I just butter. You know what it said? It said whipped cream with salt. I got a butter at home. Whole backside of it's a bar of butter. The whole backside is a list of ingredients. And of course, you know, most of them you can't say. You can't. Phenylhalamine, dextrahydrohalamine. That's what they do to animals, man. They do to animals. They just love your soul natural. That's what I gotta say. Love your soul natural. One love, you already know. Jesus Christ loves you. Godspeed.